Hey everybody, my name is Bryson Sheffield. I'm one of the ministry residents at the Orchard Northside. If you've been following along with us in our reading plan, today we're going to be in Philippians chapter 3. The title of that chapter is The Priceless Value of Knowing Christ. So that's the main point that Paul's getting at here. The way he does that is a large portion of this text. He lays out all of his qualifications that he has or would have had pre-Jesus that would have made him a higher up and have religious authority. He was a Pharisee. He knew the law better than anybody. He was circumcised. He checked all the boxes that you could check. And he says he was a real Hebrew if there ever was one. So of all the things, he met all the qualifications, right? But his point is that because of Jesus, none of that even matters. He said, later on he says, he counts it all as garbage. None of that matters. You don't need any of that. Nobody needs any of that anymore. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. It doesn't matter. You can't work your way or earn more grace that's already been given to you. Jesus has already done all of that. And through Christ, and he says in chapter 9, he says, I no longer count on my own righteousness through obeying the law. You don't need the law. He says, rather, I become righteous through faith in Christ. For God's way of making us right with himself depends on faith. So you have to have it. You have to have faith. That's non-negotiable. The only way you become more like Jesus is being in a relationship with Jesus and letting him work through you, and he has the power to do that. There's nothing you can do on your own. It's only through him that happens. So that's the point that Paul's trying to make to the people of Philippi. And I think the most, when I was reading this for the first time, the verse that stuck out to me before I even got to that part, and the verse that I would leave with you guys is just the very first verse of chapter 3. He says, whatever happens, my dear brothers and sisters, rejoice in the Lord. I think what Paul's getting at is that we try and make things more complicated than we need to be. I think Christians, a lot of times, in certain circles or cultures, we throw up all these barriers that make it so hard for people to come to know Jesus. So I think this one verse is a really simple verse that we can take with us throughout today. No matter what happens, good day, bad day, best day ever, worst day ever, whatever happens, we can rejoice in the Lord. He's got our backs. He's in our corner, and we can rejoice in that. And I'm filming this right after Easter. I know we film these in advance, but that's a really awesome day to rejoice in the Lord. But we rejoice in that every single Sunday, every single time we open the Bible or watch one of these daily devotional videos. We can rejoice in that. We have hope in our lives. So, I'll just leave that with y'all. Have a great day and have a great rest of the week.